Okay, you have to check.
Yep. Telegram. Thank you. Helping you where I put it. This one's time. Thank you.
Why did you
with the enemy do what? Let me see if the enemy, you know who are coming. Let me see if you go. Let me see if you come. What am I downloading Telegram? What happens to Telegram?
You're backtesting Telegram to backtest for the thing that has to back up in now. No shake.
Show me.
Share you can see. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely go.
My life. Who am I saying? This is share now.
Oh, that was 19 of June, that's what we got.
And then you see last time you tried to share is sad. You go there with link at you.
Hi guys.
Yeah, we want. No,
Me now. Let me do this here. Oh, this is not better.
that's fine. That's okay.
Yes. Thank you. Mommy, I forget. Mommy had everywhere has me. Provision. You know you and I forgive. I like it. Hi guys. I missed you guys. I cannot hear you. 8%. Welcome to the live. Welcome. If you're hearing me, you can hear me, just drop a heart. Just drop a heart in the comment section. If you can hear me, drop a heart. Hello? Can you guys hear me? Can you see and hear me? All right, I see you, Eddie. All right, that's amazing. So, as you can read from the description, we are solving child problems. We are solving child problems. What problems have you guys been having? And let's talk about that. What problems? I'll start taking, just type in the comment section, I'll start taking from the first comment, the problems, and then we'll start solving the problems on the chart, all right? On any currency pair. Hello? Are we there? You don't have any problem? Today we're talking about problems and solving problems. Any problems we've been having, let's talk about how to solve them on a chart. Sorry that we've not been here for a very long time. We've had a lot going on, especially preparing for the launching and all of that. Yeah, what problem do you have on USD XAU? I want to tackle problems. Like what makes you feel like you have a problem with this, you have a problem with this. We are not doing edit, we are not doing analysis, we are tackling problems. So in the course of the problem, we do an analysis. So Diodone said, I have a problem with entry confirmation. All right, let's tackle that problem. Now, first of all, I'll start by explaining before going to the chart. You need to understand that you need to look at the market in three ways, all right? First of all, you're looking at the general direction of the market when you're doing top-down analysis. You're looking at the general direction of the market. What direction? You know that the market moves in three ways. In two ways, basically, let's just say three. We have the upward movement, the downward movement, and we have the ranging market, right? So what general direction does the market have on your bigger time frame? After noting the direction, what trade confirmation, right? Let's say the market is going, you're having a downtrend, right? What is the trade confirmation? Normally on the downtrend, there are two things you're looking for. You're looking for a consolidation and you're looking for a downtrend entry, that's a sell entry. So the market might probably be at a low, which you're waiting for the market to consolidate to your downtrend, right? The resistance of your downtrend so that you get a trade. And now if the market consolidates to the resistance of that downtrend, you need a candlestick confirmation for your trade confirmation. It means that you're already confirmed that you're going to take a sell trade because prices are the resistance, but you need a candlestick confirmation. Now, if you go to the FN-FOREX Academy group on Telegram, you're going to see a book there that they are written trend line trading strategy. If you look at the end of that book, you have a lot of candlestick confirmations. Candlestick confirmations are very important. I think from page 87 downwards, you have a lot of candlestick confirmations. They talk about what candle you need to see or what confirmations you need before you can take a buy trade or a sell trade. Because identifying that the market is going to sell, the market is going to buy, it's not really telling you that buy now or sell now. So you need those extra candlestick confirmations to add to your trend lines, add to your support and resistance, your demand and supply zones, and all other confirmations you need the candlesticks to confirm that you're entering here. So you have rejection candles. I like to do them into rejection candles, momentum candles, right? So you have the bullish rejection, bearish rejection. Those are the candles you need. So we are going to analyze USD JPY to look at that. The moment you stop seeing my chart, I don't know if you can just unmute your mic and shout because I will not be seeing your comments again. No, you cannot shout. I thought we are on a Zoom meeting. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll constantly come back to check. So I don't repeat things all over again. Okay, so I want to know if you guys are seeing my chat. A signal was sent to buy gold, so I'm not analyzing gold. I'm going to the comment that was said. I'm not analyzing gold. This is a signal that was sent to buy gold. Okay, yeah, you cannot see the chat. Let me share. Okay, can you see now? You can see, just tell me. Can you see my chart now? Okay, I'm going to answer your question, Eddie. Now, sometimes the market moves very fast, right? And you cannot get candlestick confirmation. Now, it depends on what time frame you want to get. Depends on what time frame you want to get your confirmation. All right. And then now we have two time types of trade entries. We have conservative traders and we have aggressive traders. If you have decided to be an aggressive trader, first of all, you must have back-tested the strategy to know that I'm trading price action aggressively, I'm trading SMC aggressively, I'm trading IC or whatever aggressively. So you must have data to prove that I'm trading this strategy aggressively and it's working. So it's not going to be magic that you're just imagining, all right? So you must know that, okay, I'm an aggressive trader. Out of 10 trades, I have 8. And this is how the trades are for me. It's 1:1, one is 2, or 1:3, or 1:4. If you're a conservative trader, whereby you're waiting for like a break, a retest, confirmation candle before you enter your trade, they must have data to prove that you're a conservative trader and it works for you that way. That's the first thing you need to know. So you cannot keep wondering if maybe the trade might just touch the resistance and sell, or it might touch the support and just buy. You must have data. That's where you should start from. All right, Eddie. So if are you a conservative trader? If you're a conservative trader, you should be looking for confirmation, trade confirmation from the 1 hour time frame. And you can do your entries on the 30-minute, 15-minute time frame if you're a conservative trader. But if you're an aggressive trader, you'll be entering, by the way, you see going to be entering like maybe it depends on how you're going to trade. I've never traded aggressively. I'm a conservative trader, so I'm going to speak for trading conservatively. Another trading aggressively, for instance, if you're taking a trade when price gets to the support or gets to the resistance, immediately the trade gets to the support, you don't wait for a candlestick confirmation, you just place the sell, the buy trade, immediately the price gets to the support. Immediately the trade breaks a key level, just place the trade. You don't wait for any confirmation. That's for aggressive trader. And I'm not an aggressive trader. I don't advise aggressive trading. Not that it's wrong. I just don't advise it because I don't do it basically. But then if you're an aggressive trader, that's fine. A lot of people practice it and it works for them, and that's okay. So we are going to analyze Euro USD. Okay, you guys can see my chart. Okay, I guess you guys can see my chart. For instance, let's just talk about the aggressive trading eddy. Now look at this trade on gold. The people who did not enter initially and now prices are already at the support. An aggressive trader is just going to enter now. It depends. An aggressive trader is just going to enter without any candlestick confirmation. But when you're a conservative trader, you want to see the confirmation. You're not just saying that, okay, price is at the previous support on the 30-minute time frame, so I'm going to just buy. You don't want to see the engulfing candle. They want to see all of this confirmation before they get into the trade. All right. So, like I said, you can analyze USD different. We're analyzing this pair so that we can basically note the levels. We can look at the difference between an aggressive trader and conservative trader. Okay, so this is USD XAU. Can you guys see my? Can you see my screen? Let me check if you are seeing my screen. If you are seeing my screen, just say that you can see. Okay, let me share it again. I don't know what is happening. Can you see my screen now? If you can see my screen, just send a heart. I just want to see the heart. I cannot read the message. You can see my screen, send a heart. Okay, good. So this is UJ. I talked about three things. The overall movement of the market. Generally, the market is going down, right? Because we're experiencing lower highs and lower lows. Generally, that this is a daily time frame, so you should know that that market has operated like that for a very long time. The fact that you have a general movement does not just mean that you're going to take it. general move. So we are definitely going to have something like this. I'm going to have something like this. Let me just take it like this. And then some people ask me why I'm cutting the week of this candle and all of this. Now, this is a daily time frame. Price has rejected from above and close below the trend line. That's by the way. And then we have price breaking this trend line, and you have another candle that's from above the trend line. So it's really giving you like giving you some vibe like, okay, what's going to happen? The trend line is breaking. Now, the general move for the market is down, was a downward move generally. But if you start looking from the 18th of April, you discover that the market started giving us higher lows, right? That's what we have here. For those who do not know, we trade price actions. You're going to hear me talk about this stuff. Giving you like a symmetric triangle here. And then what do you have? You have a breakout from above. So there's a high probability that if this previous lower high is taken out, the market is going to keep giving us, usually it's going to keep buying. So that's the daily time frame. We go to the 4-hour time frame where we want to start drawing our key levels, support and resistance. Let me check if you guys are seeing my chart. Can you see my chart? Please, can you see my chart? I'm not seeing your messages. Eddie, can you see my chart? Okay. Now, this is why I basically don't like 30 weeks of candles or bigger time frames. But you're definitely going to have something like this. So we are going to go back to the daily time frame and draw this properly. We are going to take the trend like this. While the market is moving down, but later it started giving us higher lows like this. Right? Higher lows. If I draw a trend line here, it's going to cut this week and we don't want that. So we are just going to leave the trend line and we'll do what, right? To put the key resistance here. Key resistance zone there. Was Monday last month, there was a rejection here. That's what triggered this bullish move. So we're expecting this bullish move, we're expecting the red square. We're expecting bullish momentum to start filling from up here, right? We're expecting to start filling from up here. So we go down to the 4-hour. On this 4-hour time frame, there's a strong bullish move. Now I often say that you don't buy a bullish move. You don't buy a bullish move. This bullish move has really occurred. You can only wait for a retracement before getting into a trade from here. You're not supposed to buy a bullish move. Let me remove all of this. So what do? Map out the key levels, the most obvious. Let's map this out again. This level has a resistance. This is a resistance level here. We have price resisting here at the same level. So that's an entire resistance zone that we have there. And then we have a support zone down, which connects with. That is it. So looking at this from the 4-hour time frame, the market has created an imbalance here, like here, right? Which normally we are expecting that this imbalance should get filled. But look at what the market is doing. It keeps running up. So it got to this resistance level, broke this resistance level here, retraced, and then get room for more bullish momentum, which is flying up. So the next bullish zone that we're expecting is up here. I'm just going to place a horizontal ray here. So now at this level, right? At this level, you can only buy if you have a retracement. And if you want to place a trend here, you're going to have like a really steep trend, which trend line, which might be broken and so on. All of the trend line rules we apply to that. So here, you can only wait for a retracement to buy. The market is really moving, right? Literally late. We are very, very late. Cannot buy. The market has to move to here, to this line, the next high. That's where we get a retracement here to this previous resistance and support zone. We are going to be getting a trade. What I'm saying is, if we get a move, from here, the market moves down, we get a trade from here to take profit here. Something like this, giving us like 1:2. But if the market does not retrace like that, then we cannot be already late. Because imagine you buying from here. Where are you going to place your stop loss, by the way? Where will you place your stop loss? You're going to place your stop loss down here. Your stop loss is going to be like below that line, which is like 87 pips. And I think profit is going to be around that resistance zone, 67. Now I did not put it up here because the market rejected and closed them in the 4-hour time frame. So the probability that the market is going to reach right up here, I'm not too sure. But I'm very sure the probability that the market might reach here before wanting to do what it wants to do. Remember that we have so much bullish move under here in the 4-hour time frame, imbalances where the market is definitely going to feed it. So the market will get to some level around here where there's a lot of supply, and then what does it do? It starts supplying from there. You don't want to be caught up in that, waiting for your trade to be sure take profit. So for now, you just stay away from the market till you get a retracement. Please, is there any question from this? Hello, can you guys see me? Am I talking alone? Again? Dear colleagues, can you guys see me? Hi. Actually, you really raised my hand. I don't know how to proceed. Oh. And then, hi guys. Okay, what else should we do, Eddie? Who else has a problem? Today I'm solving problems. So Eddie, go to the FN-FOREX Academy Telegram group, right? Check on the files. You're going to see trend line trading strategy. Now go to the end of the book. It talks about candlesticks, which can help you for your entry confirmations, all right? So when you read it properly, look at the chart, and then you see those specific candles that can help you to say, okay, buy now or sell now. It's going to help you a lot. Yes, I want to solve problems. I don't want to analyze the market. Okay. I'm gonna go back to the chart. GU is seriously selling. And GU is seriously selling as well. Oh God, I don't know how to do the trade. I don't know why I'm doing the trade. Okay, so this is GU. Yeah. One. One minute. Okay. So this is GU, right? This is GU. And then we have the market is generally moving up on the daily down frame. For the daily time frame, you have the market generally moving up. So we have like a very strict consecutive uptrend here. Start from here because if we start right down, it's going to get cut. Perfect. Then, if you look previously, this is going to give you a downtrend. Let's just draw it here. No need to go down. It's going to give you a downtrend maybe from the 1 hour time frame. Okay. I know you're not seeing it yet. We have consecutive higher highs and higher lows, and then we have a retracement. And this retracement has occurred for like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 freaking days or 6. So this is something to look out for. Price is currently at the low of the downtrend. How do we know that this is the low? Because this is a previous resistance level here, key consolidation zone, probably 10 support. We're gonna have it like this. This is a resistance. Take it from here. Take it from here. Price is around that level, right? And then we have the lowest support here. These ones are far away from the price. We have another zone here, zone of interest. And then we have the resistance zone. I hope you guys can hear me. Have a check up. You guys now see my screen. What is this now? Can you see my screen now? Can you see my screen now, please? Can you guys see my screen now? Can you guys see my screen now? Okay. Please just drop a heart if you can, so that I proceed. Drop a heart if you can see my screen, please. Thank you. Very good. The network is crazy. When I leave the screen and I come to read your messages, by the time I'm going back to you something. Well, you can see my screen. This is GU, the overall market direction, uptrend. This is market structure. You cannot basically just skip it. The overall market direction, uptrend. So we have, what next do we have? We have our key levels. We have a major resistance level here. We have another major resistance level close to market price. We have a major support. You're marking the most obvious zones. So price is headed towards the uptrend support, right? And normally when trading an uptrend, when prices at the support, you're going to be buying. But now at no stage you buy, because this is just the daily time frame. We're seeing here price heading towards the uptrend support. We don't yet have any confirmations to enter place a buy trade now. On the 4-hour time frame, we have a clear visibility of the chart, and then you understand, you see how price breaks structure here, consolidates here for a very long time, breaks the structure again here, consolidates and then falls, right? So price is around a previous consolidation zone. That's where price is currently. So on GU is currently selling, GU is currently bearish, but we are having an overall bullish move. And then we cannot ignore the medium-term trend, which is what a downtrend, because we're experiencing what lower highs and lower lows here. You cannot ignore all of this. So what else are we going to do? The other thing is you cannot even sell now, because basically the market is almost reaching the uptrend. If you go to the 1-hour time frame, you're going to see the same thing. The market is almost reaching the uptrend. The market is from this downtrend that's poured down, is almost reaching the uptrend here, the uptrend line. So you can only buy if you see a confirmation. And those confirmations are going to come now from candlesticks. They're going to come from candlesticks. This is a downtrend, which collides with an uptrend, giving you a symmetric triangle. This downtrend is a short-term, is a medium-term trend, and the uptrend is a long-term trend because we are seeing it all the way from the daily time frame. So if you want to take a long-term sell on GU, you must have broken this long-term downtrend line, right? Which we have here. So now GU is selling, but you cannot enter now. You cannot enter now except you wait for the market to retrace. But this is the 1-hour time. It's the same thing. That's why I was saying that the same thing we have on EU. GU moves 75% opposite EU. So I mean 25% opposite UG. So except you have a retracement now, you really cannot just take a sell trade on this. As you can see, this is a 15-minute time frame. There's no candlestick confirmation. The market has moved. You're selling here where it is business stop somewhere up here. Let's have this zone mapped out. We have support here. So we just wait for price to retrace to that level. And then if you want to be in a trade, EU is going to be the same. EU is going to be the same. So there's no need to analyze GU and EU. You should have a knowledge on correlative pairs. You should have a knowledge on correlative pairs. EU and GU are positively correlated. So you should have a knowledge on correlative pairs. Till this is done, then before you can do the rest. Are we d'accord? Are we good? Basom, are we okay? Is there any pair you want us to analyze, to look at? Any problem? I want to look at problems, not just coming and doing analysis. I want to know your problems. What problem do you have on the screen? What is limiting you? What has been disturbing you? Now, before you bring out your problems, I hope you have back tested your strategy. I hope you have valid data on your strategy. Valid data on your strategy, right? Even if you don't back test, you should test at least. Don't just watch videos, finish your mentorship course, and then you fund your account and start trading. You must have data. That's what gives you confidence. Like I've seen Euro USD do this previously, 50 times over 100 or 60 times over 100. So because it has done this, I know the majority of the time I'm going to be caught up with this good decision or this bad decision and so on. So your confidence will come from data. There's no way you can get it either ways. Your confidence will come from data. And when I talk of data, I talk of backtesting. Now, how do you backtest? I'm definitely going to give you like a full video or full course on how you backtest and stuff like that. Now, how do you backtest? First of all, you go to your trading view. There's a paid version of trading view, you only have like $12. You pay for it, right? You can use a virtual card, which is very easy to get. And then when you pay for it, they give you the pro version of TradingView, which you can use to backtest. Use the replay tool. You cut off the market from, you can see you're cutting off the market from January 2025 or January 2024. You cut off the market. So you're left with an analysis of a chart, but you're left with 2023 downwards. You don't know what happened in 2024. So you're going to do the market like a normal analysis. You analyze, you see the trend, you analyze, then you place a trade, right? I mean, you use the indicator to place a trade. That indicator which gives you green and red. You place a trade on your screen and then you take a play. So you see how the market plays into your trade or plays and hit your stop loss, or plays and hit your take profit. Then you're jotting. Now, before doing that, you separate your chart into sessions. You know the various trading sessions. You should not be backtesting on a session that you will not be trading. So if you're backtesting Euro USD, you should not use data for the Sydney session. It's not valid, right? You should not use data for Sydney session. You can be using data that put your sessions indicating that you'll be trading maybe the London session, London and New York session. So that every day when you come to your chart, before the London session opens, you've done your analysis and you're ready to trade in London and New York session based on the data you got from your backtest. If you're trading in JPY pair, then you're analyzing during the Asian session is very normal. All right. So you have to backtest your strategy. Your confidence cannot come either way. Your confidence has to come from your backtest. You have data on your strategy for testing. Even if your mentor is using the strategy, you need to be sure that the strategy works for you, all right? Because every strategy works, SMC works, price action works, ICT works, Elliott wave works, all of it works, but now it has to work for you, and it has to do with you putting in your background ideas, how to manage your emotions, your lifestyle, your discipline, and all of that. So that's what you shape into your own way of trading. All right. So don't be carried by maybe I'm doing something that somebody else is not doing. Make sure that you're doing everything best at your disposal for yours to work for you. And this thing is a process. It's not like you just want to hit 5K today or 10K or 100. It's a process. You see the same way somebody creates a TikTok account or a social media account and is trying to grow it. That's the same way you grow in Forex. That's the same way you grow in Forex. You're going to start one light and you move to 5 likes, 10 likes, 20 likes, and so on. So you cannot beat around the bush. You cannot just start from today and you have 1K views or 10K views, except you were already a celebrity like Cristiano Ronaldo. I mean, so are you good? So that solves the problem for lack of confidence. You should have data. Because if I open to my chart and I'm like, okay, previously I analyzed the market Euro USD during the New York and London session 100 times and I had 60 winning trades, then I'm going to have at least some level of confidence to explore my chart, right? So that is what gives you confidence, by the way. And from the back test, you start doing a 4 test. Start doing a 4 test in your demo account. You don't have to rush fun. The market does not run. That's what you need to understand. The market does not run. The market will always be the market. It means that to an extent, you could stop trading now, right? I mean, if you're already a trader, you could stop trading now. You give yourself like 5 to 6 months, you come back, and the market is still the market. The market does not run. You're never too late to be rich. That's what you understand. But it does not bring in laziness. I'm just saying that you do not put your mind under so much pressure to doing the wrong thing. You should rather put your mind under pressure to do the right thing rather than thinking that, oh, this strategy does not work for you. Have you backtested the strategy? Do we have any other question? Can you guys hear me? When we started this live, there were 14 persons. And I know why they came. That's for today, right? A lot of people came to see analysis and then see confirmation and then take trade. That's not forex. That's not forex trading. That is simple truth. The reason why we have live chat breakdown is not for you to take winning trades. Don't misinterpret this. The reason why your mentors do live chat breakdowns on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram, you trade live with habits, and it's not for you to take winning trades too. That's the advantage that comes with it. The live chat breakdowns is to show you how to analyze, how to see the market. It's for you to see the market, how people that have gone ahead of you see the market. It's for you to see the market, how another trader sees the market. And it's a very beautiful thing to see the market, to see how another trader sees the market. Because some traders don't show the analysis publicly. Trust me, they don't show the analysis publicly. Because if I see how my colleague analyzes the market, right, I'll be like, okay, this is his point of view. There's something I might learn from there, or there's something I might be doing that is not right. There's something that he might be doing. I mean, there's just a lot of things that you can learn from seeing people, especially people that have gone ahead of you, analyze the market. But there are several ways to see this chart. You're never too knowledgeable, right? You're never too knowledgeable. That you don't really have awareness of all the edges. That's really it. So it's always good to see how somebody else does it, especially people that have gone ahead of you. So the lifetime background is not to come here and say that buy euro USD now and then you buy and then you make profits and you're out. You are forever going to be a slave to wanting to watch somebody trade before you take your trade. Can you sit in front of your laptop at home, analyze the market, and take the trade? That's the question. If you have been following chart breakdowns from different mentors from FN-FOREX Academy for 2-3 months, you should not be following it for the next 5 months. I mean, the next 5 months, except that you're just coming, you know, the communion. I mean, seeing people doing it and stuff like that, but not that you need that chart breakdown to be able to place a trade. You're being a slave. And the first reason why you learned from FN-FOREX Academy was basically to be able to trade on your own. So having the chart breakdown is for you coming here, like let me say I'll give you like 6 months from now, is for you to come and you're like, okay, I was doing this mistake last month, last 5 months, last 3 months, I'm no longer doing the mistake, so I'm progressing. In a day, you should be able to correct a single mistake that you've done in forex trading, or you should be able to learn something new. So not coming again 6 months later, like let me say if I see person 6 months later or every 6 months later, and then they start asking me, Madam, how do you draw a trend line, or what confirmation do I need to enter and trade? That's bad. That's going to be bad, seriously. So yeah, will you be doing more of chart breakdowns as before? Yes, yes. Tomorrow we are going to have chart breakdowns. Tomorrow is Wednesday. We're going to have Mr. Promise. On Thursday, we're going to have Madam Riza. On Friday, we're going to have Mr. Brian. So on Monday, we're going to have Mr. Gentle, and then so that's how we're going to do it. So every time you have a lot of persons, and then Tuesday myself, you see how all of us analyze, you see different ways of looking at the market, you learn more. All right. So do you guys have any other problems? I was actually thinking that today you have a lot of problems, you're going to solve a lot of problems before we get back to just normal chart breakdown. Because you know that on the chart breakdown, we are just coming to break down the chart, show you how to analyze top-down analysis in different ways, and then place trades. That's basically, we don't want to teach. But today I took it extra to like teach you how to do this and how to do this. So I thought that you're going to have like a lot of problems where we say, okay, let's solve this problem, let's solve this problem. But it shows that a lot of persons don't have problems. So that's fine. All right. Since there's nothing further to say, if you have any more problems, we have a chat discussion there. We'll get you. All right. Bye, guys. It's a nice time.